young students to attend this workshop. This is a hope for Taiwan to improve our forecast ability, particularly for the very severe typhoon active rock. And today my talk is about the catastrophic Typhoon Morakot 209. Here I focus on the mechanism of the extreme rainfall in Taiwan area. And my collaborator includes my student, just sitting behind. You can just stand up. And including the CWB of Dr. A. And the issues I'd like to discuss is first I would like to advertise the GPS impact, because I had to promote that kind of impact. Taiwan is going to have the so-called Catastrophic 2. How about Catastrophic, the GPS data impact on the typhoon condition? We had lots of the impact study. Today I just introduced a little bit about the Typhoon Morakot from CWB and from the recent studies using WRF and also the MN5 to understand probably the impact. Unfortunately, we don't see so much impact. And then we discuss a little bit about the role of Taiwan mountain. So many people today and yesterday talk about the impact of the Taiwan mountain, CWR, Ching-Yuang mountain range. We know that this one plays a really important role in triggering the very severe rainfall in Taiwan area. And also, there's no people actually discussing the role of only vortex. Actually, in the previous report that provided by Professor Xu, we already discussed a little bit about the role. This one is not so certain. Why the only vortex has some role in triggering the severe rainfall in Taiwan, and I can provide some modeling evidence. Okay, and then we know that the Morakot typhoon itself is the most important role in the rainfall in the Taiwan area. And then a little bit on the monsoon intensity. This is very preliminary results. Now we are still working on to identify more carefully about the monsoon impact on the Morakot typhoon condition. And just start from this, I'd like to say about the typhoon story, all the way from the Herb typhoon. Everyone is very familiar with the Herb typhoon. Occurred in 1996, and this is just before it began to rainfall over northern Taiwan, this big eye here, and the spiral rain. And this typhoon brought the more than 2,500 millimeters over this entire Taiwan area, and the daily maximum rainfall is it's about 1987. It's very magic number. Every student had to remember this value. And then for this very extreme rainfall, at that time we think that would be the extreme rainfall. Okay, now we have Morakot. Okay, and Professor Wu and all 206 used MN5 very high resolution model, 2.2 horizontal kilometer resolution. He tried very hard to obtain about 300 millimeter. That model simulated rainfall. Compared to the maximum rainfall observed, is still, I think that other estimate this the observed, but this maybe reflect now the limitation of model ability. Even you have very high resolution or more, even more so sophisticated cloud microphysics and other PBO model. And then I say something about the homocysteine. The current status now is very healthy. Every day providing around 2,000 radial occultation profile up to now here. And now we have the more than 1,200 users in worldwide 52 countries. Okay, and many operation centers like the NSF, ECNWF, they are using this data to make the global operational model run. And also for the regional model in the Typhoon Plus Center, we also using this data. And also the CWB, they are using this data to make their regional operation model run. And so far, I can just tell you that lots of positive impact has obtained from both global and the regional model operational runs. And it's very prospective to have maybe to have cosmic too. I think so, and maybe that can contribute more to our weather forecast. And this just give you more example how good that the for this Morakot after simulation the GPS data. This is operation model run from the CWB, and the control run here, that is the sample size, okay, a large sample, okay, and the control run without the GPS data, and this is GPS run with the GPS data, okay, and we can see that after the maybe the 72 hours, the track difference is about 100 kilometers, so that is a drastic change, improvement in the track performance after simulating the cosmic data. How about our study? We used the NO5 version 3.7 and with the highest model resolution 5 kilometers, and we simulate the time for Morakot from the 6 to 9 August, and we include the microfix here. And that's our model domain. Okay. And we also use another model, world model, to simulate this is model Morakot with the GPS data included. And this is just detail about the scheme we have used in model simulation. And it just give you an example that how many data points we can have in our model simulation domain. And this just give you an example that within 3 hours, initial time of 3 hours, we can only have 6 points. And if we increase 1 more hour, we have 11. And then within 5 hours, we can have another, we can have 15. So not so many data can be assimilated into the model because due to the cosmic only have 6 LEOs flying in the sky. And how about the cosmic 2? This is just simulated condition, not really for Morakot. Okay, for this day, we can use the 12 LEOs. Then we can track the GPS and also the EC Galileo. Then we are able to have the 120 radio occultation data within the 6-hour window in our model domain. Okay, and this is pretty good as compared to the previous one. We only have about 15. And how about the impact? First, we'd like to showing you the simulation run, the GPS one, only within the 3 hours and 4 hours and 5 hours, and this known simulation for using the model that B denotes the CW best track here, and compared to best track, all simulation run and the LAN are pretty good, giving you a very good track prediction as compared to the best track, and the average track error compared to the LAN, I think the simulation of GPS data has improved a little bit, slightly improved the track. As you can see that here, in particular for the GPS 3, that the track afterward and make more consistent to the best track. Okay. And how about the rainfall? This is observation rainfall. And we can see that that is not this. That the upper panel is the first day cumulative rainfall, and this another objective analysis results. Okay, that basically these two panels are the same, but using different analysis methods.